Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Smart Indian Agriculture on the Federal.com. I am Vivian Fernandez. Bananas are the largest traded fruit. About 22 million tons of bananas are traded annually. India's exports are about a quarter million tons, though it produces 33 million tons or a quarter of the world's production. But Indian exports are rising, and one company, Jain Irrigation, based at Jalgaon in Maharashtra, is not only a pioneer in banana cultivation but also an exporter. It is primarily a manufacturer of drip irrigation equipment and a solutions provider. It got into the promotion of banana cultivation to drive its micro irrigation business. This year, it has sold about 10 crore disease free and high yielding tissue cultured banana sapling clones. And I'm talking about quantity and not the value. Our guest on the program is Dr. Kalyan Singh Baburao Patil, who heads the tissue culture operations and agronomy at Jain Irrigation. He is an international banana expert. Dr. Patil has been with the Jain Irrigation for more than 25 years. Dr. Patil, thank you very much for being on the show and welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the nice introduction and for the today's program also. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Dr. Patil, world banana exports were down 8% last year. I'm talking about 2021. And it has been one of the biggest annual drops. But India's exports, though on a low base, have risen by about 61%. What is the reason for that?
The first reason behind the decline in international banana import-export business is because of the Panama wilt disease. The Philippines scenario that in Philippines the Panama disease is in a big hit. They moved from Davao, Tagun, Panabo to General Santosa, but even then there is a big spread of disease. This is one reason. Second is there was hurricane in Ecuador. That is the another reason. And we as a Indian, we were working on this subject since last 30 years. And now we have got a very good window to enter into the international market because of the international scenario.
There is that disease that was affected the major produce exporting nations of the world. India's exports of bananas have increased from less than 1 lakh tons in 2015-16 when I
Yeah,
visited Jalgaon and
Jalgaon.
your
Yeah,
operations over there to nearly 4 lakh tons last year, and the value has
exactly.
increased threefold to about $154 million.
Yeah.
Can you tell us which are the pockets that are exporting? Jalgaon, of course, is one, but what are the other geographies from which we are exporting?
Now the biggest hub of banana export is Solapur, because we started development of Solapur in the year 2004. But you will be very happy to know in last 17-18 years, Solapur has become a number one banana export in the country. And the reason behind it, there is a logistic benefit from Solapur, Temburni, basically Temburni to Mumbai. And it's a new and virgin area. And second largest pocket is Jalgaon. As you know, Jalgaon is the bowl of banana in the country for the commercial variety production of, as you said, about zero point 0.4 million, about 40 million sapling tissue culture of giants we are planting in Jalgaon. So it's have 49,000 hectare area in Jalgaon. But because of the logistic problem, Solapur is having only 7,100 hectares area, and that's why. Second is Jalgaon. Third one is Gujarat. So Gujarat basically Rajpipla, Bharuch, and Surat. These three districts they are good in banana export business. And in Madhya Pradesh there is one district, as you know well, that is Baranpur. So Baranpur is also picking up well, and since last 2-3 years there is a good development for because the farmers in Jalgaon, farmers in Gujarat, farmers in Baranpur, banana growers in Solapur, they are very, very innovative. If you take an example of
Just let me
2000,
interrupt you, sir.
yeah,
But
yeah,
the farmers of Andhra and Tamil Nadu, they are also quite enterprising. Do they
exactly,
figure anywhere
exactly.
in? Yeah, do they figure anywhere in banana exports?
Yeah, basically what happened, sir, in 2010, 11, 12, up to 13, 14, the Kananpur Kadapa in Andhra Pradesh was in a very big position, good position. And also the Theni was also in very good condition position in Tamil Nadu. Basically, the large export started in 1 year, 1,500 container exported by Theni in the year 2012. But in Theni, basically the TR4 res 1, that Panama disease res 1, he hit the Grand 9 banana in Theni, and that's how the Theni is completely shifted to the red banana, and then Puvan and Ilaki and Nendran. And the export has very much come down in Theni. It is negligible today. If you compare to Anandpur, Kadapa and Kurnool, so basically 2017-18 up to 19, the Andhra Pradesh was at the top. And in the year 17-18, it was on the top in the country. But what has happened because of the climatical situation, the farmers, they do not maintain the garden because of the very severe outbreak of Sigatoka disease. And last 2 years, the Anandpur farmers, Kadapa and Kurnool farmers, they are suffering a lot from the Sigatoka leaf spot disease.
You mentioned Grand 9. Is that
Yeah.
variety that is mostly exported?
Basically, sir, Grand 9, as you know, it's a Latin American variety. We bought it from the Honduras. And if you look at to 22 million tons of banana across the globe, and if we see the scenario in Honduras, Costa Rica, Ecuador, Peru, then Guatemala, Mexico, Brazil, all these countries, the 90% of world banana traded is of Grand 9. And the reason behind it, it has a very good shelf life. The bananas are straight. It's a quite early maturity is there. It is having very good retaining habit. When I talked to George Acon in Costa Rica, who own about 7,300 hectares of banana land, and I asked him the same question. George, why you have 90% banana and 10% William and Valerie? And then he said, who knows how to export banana, how to grow banana? He only grows Grand 9 because Grand 9 has given lot of benefits to the banana growers. Not to the industry only, but it has given lot of benefits to the banana growers. Banana growers are harvesting first crop within 10 to 11 months in Jalgaon, MP and Gujarat, Andhra. Second crop within 18 months. And it's a very high yielding, very good quality of the fruits, very good retaining habit, very good shelf life. And that's why Grand 9 become a world popular banana varieties in the export. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You imported the tissue culture what you call clones from Israel of Grand 9 in the early 1990s. Now, could you
Correct,
tell
sir.
us how do they score over the traditional varieties? Briefly, can you tell us?
Yeah, basically, sir, this clone is from outside. We bought it from Israel. But now, if you see today's clone, which is far better than Israeli Grand 9 banana clone, over a period of 25 years, now, if we specifically talk about the Jain banana Grand 9 sapling, it is entirely different clone, though we have not changed the name. But it is superior. Its stem girth is quite good. The bunch size is also bigger than the earlier one. There is no need for the bamboo or any kind of support and propping. And that's why this is better or superior than the traditional one. We were having Robusta, we were having Shrimanti, Bashrai, Mahalakshmi, KM Patil variety, Bajrang. We were having so many varieties in the Cavendish group. But because of the straight nature of the fruit, because in the international market, we need that banana fingers must be straight. The cluster must be of 16 to 18 fingers only. If the cluster is a big finger, so it is very difficult to pack into 13 kg or 18 kg box. And secondly, yes, yesterday I was in Trichy for the banana workshop only on the export. So traditional variety, as you said, if we talk about the Nendran, if we talk about Ilaki, Puvan, Karpura, Thalchakrikeli, red banana. So these varieties are also on small scale. We as a country, we are exporting. But there is no much big demand. But we have to explore because about the 30 million people outside India, they are living. And as you
Yes.
know, yeah.
So what makes Grand 9 more higher producing than Robusta or the other varieties?
Actually, granine, see, sir, first is the duration, the crop cycle of granine is very short. It is about 10 to 11 months, and it's a very high yielding variety. Secondly, it is not much susceptible like Robusta or William to the Sigatoka disease. So we have did so many trials at the Jain's farm as well as farmers field. So secondly, granine is having best ratooning. So if we grow granine, so definitely round the year production, it is well acclimatized in the different agroclimatic zone. It is well acclimatized in Andhra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, even in UP, Maharashtra, and that's why it has its own merit.
With the increase in
Yeah.
exports, has there been an increase in prices? Have the farmers benefited?
Last 1 year, the banana prices are not less than 15 rupees a kg, and that
That's the
definitely help us.
That's in the domestic market.
Yeah, domestic market is not less than 15 rupees, but if you look at to the export market, it is not less than 20 rupees. So farmers
Okay.
are benefited and price quite improvement in the price in over 3-4 years.
But when the
Yes.
pandemic started in 2020,
Yeah.
in March or something, the farmers had to incur a big loss because of the sudden lockdown,
Yeah.
and many
Yeah.
of them sold at a loss, isn't it?
Yes, sir, that is true. But wherever the local administration help to the banana grower farmers, I can take you the example of Jalgaon. We talked to the Commissioner Horticulture, we talked to the all transport agency and everybody, and we could make it possible to harvest and transport the banana from Jalgaon to North India. But definitely, not it was not very bad scenario in Jalgaon, but it was very bad scenario in Gujarat, Andhra, Karnataka, even in other part of the MP. In Badwani, the prices was 2 to 3 rupees. In Jalgaon, the price was 4 to 5 rupees. And instead of losing, at least Jalgaon banana growers, they recover the production cost. But it is true, the entire country's banana has suffered a loss because of the corona pandemic.
If a farmer follows scientific practices, what is his yield per acre? What is his cost of cultivation per acre? And what is the profit that he can hope to make in that 1 acre?
Exactly. If we are talking about in two way, if we do the banana production for the domestic, where we did not to do the fruit care operation. So in domestic case, the price, the production cost per acre is around 1,20,000 rupees per acre in case of domestic banana production. And the yield for the domestic, it is around 35 to 40 tons per acre. If we take an average of around 35 also, and if we take an average price of even only 12 rupees the kg, so it comes around 3.5 to 4 lakh rupees a acre. If we consider the lowest price of 10 rupees, even by spending 1,20,000 rupees per acre, our banana grower can earn about 3.5 lakh rupees per acre. And if we talked about the export package of practices, in export package of practices, we have to do the fruit care management, we have to do the bud injection, then floret removal, bunch sprays, cutting bag, age tagging. All these operations are there, and these operations, again, there is around 30,000 rupees per acre. It's a more price, and sorry, it's a more cost. And in export orchard, the per acre cost is around 1,10,000 to 1,20,000 rupees per acre. But though the price, the cost of production is high, around 40% is high in export packages. But definitely there is a price difference of minimum 3 to 4 rupees, 3 rupees per kg. That means if we consider export package of practices, the average price of banana is always better than the local domestic one. Today, if you take an example of Jalgaon and Solapur, for the domestic, the price is 13-14 rupees a kg, maximum 16 rupees a kg. But if you take an example of Solapur, today's price is 27 rupees a kg. On 23rd of December 2022, for the export packaging, the banana price is 27 rupees per kg. So it is near about double. And that's why the farmers must look at into the export operation. That means the high-tech package of practices for banana cultivation, and keeping in view that we have to pack the banana for international market. So that will give them the better return than the domestic one.
Yeah. Dr. Patil, when I was in Jalgaon in 2015, I met a couple of farmers, banana farmers. One of them, for example, did not qualify in the teachers' competitive exam, and so he took to banana cultivation. Another was a tea seller, and they had about 100 to 200 acres of their own
Correct.
land as well as leased land under bananas. So many of them were some of the these guys were crorpatis. Do we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
such crorpati banana farmers in Jalgaon and Cholapur now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now you are mentioning the example of Tennu Dongar Borole, who used to sell tea in the year 1993. Sir, still he's remaining like that, and he's selling the banana to the tune of 2.5 crore every year. So again, there are many examples. If you take an example of Santosh Lacheta in Badwani, he was just working on the Raja Vishwajit Singh farm, and he is earning around 20-25 lakhs rupees per year. If you take an example of Shailendra Singh in Titlauni in Maharashganj, he just was a labor at the cost of 300 rupees per day. He used to come to Jalgaon from UP to pack the banana on the lorry. And now Shailendra Singh is earning not less than 14 to 20 lakhs rupees per year. There is one more good example. SB Gupta from Maharashganj, in the year 2010, he was not able to buy the bike. And he called me 15 days before, Ki Patil sir, I bought a Creta car this year.
What are the package of practices that you tell farmers to follow? Because you sell drip irrigation equipment.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
apart from saving of water, I mean, what else do we need to do? Is it mandatory? Is it important to do drip irrigation, or can we do conventional flood irrigation and still get good yields?
We are growing banana in a hot and dry area where the humidity is 35 to 40%, temperature goes up to 47. So we have to maintain microclimate in the field. Secondly, we have to, banana is very sensitive to the water stress, being a very huge leaf area of 35 to 36 square meter. Banana is a water loving crop. It needs water. It don't need a stagnated water, but it needs a sufficient moisture in the root zone. And that's how drip irrigation plays important role. It is irrigating to the crop, not to the field. Secondly, every day banana plant require nutrient. But if it is a traditional farming, how can we provide daily nutrient? The nutrient prices has touched to the sky in last 2 years. The potassium today is 1800 rupees per 50 kg bag, which 2 years back it was 900 rupees. So in this scenario, our farmer need to focus on the nutrient use efficiency. They have to apply nutrient on daily basis with the water soluble form as per the growth stages of the banana plant, so that the plant can get balanced nutrition of nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, sulfur, magnesium, all micronutrients and enzymes, so that it can enhance the growth of the plant. If the growth is healthy in banana, the growth is proportional to the yield.
What you're saying is that the combination of tissue cultured clones, drip
Correct, sir?
irrigation, as well as fertigation results in
Exactly.
high productivity, because not only do you have to water the root zone, you also have to maintain humidity in the garden, and drip
Exactly.
irrigation, sprinklers, and others help you do that. Now, so what about post harvest operations? Do you have to do something special for the export market, which we don't do for the domestic market?
Exactly, sir. Very, very right question, and definitely I will take a little bit time on it, because yesterday I was with the APEDA chairman at Theni, and Dr. Angamuthu, and we had a large at length discussion on. And as you know, we are the pioneer part is the post harvest technology in the country. Basically, sir, there is a big demand for Indian banana. Our quality is proven, our banana is accepted. Now it's a need of the market, because in the market the logistic, the transport cost, the availability of the container from Ecuador, Philippines, it has increased drastically. Unfortunate part is, sir, we are not ready to cater the premium banana market. We need to have a pre and post harvest management practices because it is the international standard. Farmer must follow the production technology as you said, and they are following. But where we are lacking? We are lacking in fruit care management.
Mr. Patel, Jalgaon has been declared as an agricultural export promotion zone. When I was there in 2015 for a TV documentary, I found that the roads were cratered, and it's important to have smooth roads so that the fruit doesn't get damaged. Has the condition of the roads improved, and is the infrastructure in place for us to do big exports from Jalgaon and such areas?
Sir, very important question, and it is a big worry of the banana grower, basically an exporter. Yesterday, I was talking to one of the exporter, and it is the same issue come forward, sir, come up. The roads condition, as you know well, that the banana has to be transported in a smooth way up to the port, and it is Mumbai, Nhava Sheva. So once it is declared as a banana cluster development zone, that is Jalgaon, Solapur, and Kolhapur, these three districts are declared by the APEDA. But if you look at to the local scenario, and if you travel to Raver, sir, it is very difficult to travel in the car having a very good suspension. So what would be the scenario of banana boxes in the trucks? So roads are still horrible, sir, very horrible. And it is very unhappy situation, very horrible situation as far as the banana export is concerned. No doubt from Muktai Nagar to Jalgaon, the road, the Broadway has come up very well. But we have to look at to the internal road because the banana has to come from farm to the pack house to the cold storage and then container loading. Unfortunately, there is no logistic support for the banana export. There are no cold storage. There are no pack houses. There is one pack house at Sauda that is also ideal. It is not at all functioning. So if we wanted to develop a banana as a big Jalgaon as a big banana export zone, basically we have to focus. Government has to focus on the infrastructure development. There must
All
be
right.
a centralized.
Yeah, I got the point, sir. So, how do you make sure that the bananas that you export do not end up being pulped by the time they reach the destination? I mean, what kind of what you call modifications, or how are the exporters coping?
Yeah, basically, sir, it is very necessary to maintain the quality, and that's why anyhow the we are using the suspension made trolleys to bring it from the farm. We are packing the banana on the farm itself, so that there won't be a much damage. And we know the farm packing is not the sustainable solution at the international level. But because of the road situation, there is no option. We have to pack it on the farm itself and then carrying it into the crates instead of crate carrying into the boxes. So there is much lesser damage to the boxes. And in this situation, we are just coping up. We are just trying to maintain the quality with the local modification in the packing and transport conditions. And second option is railway. As you know, that Raver, Nimbora, Sauda, Bhusawal is very well connected to the Mumbai. But unfortunately, there is no facility for the container terminal at these three station in Raver. There is no container plugging system. There is no cold storage attached to the railway station. So still the exporters and grower, they are just struggling for it. But hopefully, having so many issues and problems, still the growers and exporters, they are trying to pack as much as banana with the little bit more efforts to maintain the quality. Yeah.
Currently, we are exporting to West Asia, to Turkey, to Iran, Iraq, and some Central Asian countries.
Countries.
But the demand is not as high as in the European Union or even the United States. Do you think that we can export to these big markets, the European Union, Russia, Japan, and those markets, if the government provides better infrastructure facilities?
Sir, the answer is 100% true. It is not possible to export to the US or Canada or that American countries. But sir, definitely today we are exporting to Iran, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Saudi, Oman, Turkey, Muscat, even Bahrain, and some part of Kuwait, Qatar we are exporting. This is the Middle East, and UAE market is quite closer to us. But definitely we can enter into the European market, because the banana from Ecuador coming to Europe, it also takes 25 days. The banana from Philippines to Europe, it also takes 20 days. The banana to the Russia, it also takes long time. But for us, European market and Russian market is at the destination of 20-25 days only. And now in present scenario, with the scientific packing, international standard packing, with the better infrastructure like Philippines, if you go to the Philippines, 180 kilometers from General Santosa to Davao Port, the roads are so good, so nice, because you can't say just there is no jerk at all to the truck itself. So if government provides such kind of support, definitely we can enter into the Russian market. We are planning to have one trial container in April to Russia, because Russia's market is 13 lakh tons. 1.3 million ton production consumption is Russia. European Union is the biggest. Germany, France, Netherlands, there is a big market for banana, and those Europeans there are fond of banana and also paying very high value to banana. So it is not because of the transport time, but there is no facility, there are no pack houses for Russia and Europe. This field packing doesn't work. For Russia and Europe, we have to have pack house operation, clean cultivation, clean packing, cut to harvest, cut to pack timing must be maintained. The tank and the hygienic condition in the pack house has to be maintained. After the harvesting and packing, the banana immediately within 1 hour must go to the pre-cooling unit. The pulp temperature, which is 35 degree in the summer, the pulp temperature of banana finger, that has to come down to 14 degree within 6 hours. There is a big and great demand for the Indian banana. Only thing, we have to treat the banana in a different ways, because caring banana is caring baby. So we have to care the banana like babies. We have to handle it very delicately. So the market is waiting for the best quality Indian bananas. And we all, and with your support, hopefully, we did so much of work in last 30 years. Definitely coming years is the great future to the bananas.
Mr. Patil, the way you speak, I can see that you really love your baby, which is bananas.
Yeah.
For that wonderful exposition of India's advantages in banana cultivation, as well as the difficulties that we face. Dr. Patil, thank you very much for joining us and for giving us your insights.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind interest for the development of banana and for the betterment of the banana farming community in the country. So, Vivian, sir, thank you so much on behalf of all. Thank you so much.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more interesting updates.